Hey YouTube, this is M&P 22. I've shot it pretty much exclusively suppressed for shot it about a year ago and took it out and shot it again today. And during that time, it's basically just kind of set in the safe and not been fired or anything of the nature. Anyway, I lubed it with Fireclean about a year ago and have not added anything since then. Haven't wiped it off, haven't added more, and so this lube's about a year old. Still doing its job very well. The pistol functioned great today, no malfunctions whatsoever. Very smooth operation. A lot of people have voiced concerns about Fireclean gumming up or getting gummy or something of nature over time, but that has not been my experience with it. It certainly will get dirty with all the fouling shooting suppressed, but gummy not so much. Anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and break it down and let y'all see that. So, this is the first time I've cleaned it in a year, so bear with me. As I recall, these are kind of tricky to get the takedown lever to push through sometimes. So bear with me when we get to that part. Looks like some old Fireclean in there. Let's see if that's sticky or anything of the sort. No, not so much. It's easily spread it around with my finger there. No stickiness issues. So okay. Alright. Recall that. There we go. There we go. There's some more old Fireclean, at least a year old there on the end of that. Let's see if it's no, that spreads pretty easily. Wipes off just fine. I'm not seeing any kind of any sort of gumminess going on there. That wiped right up. That's nice. Okay. Bear with me on the slide stop here. This isn't like a normal typical pistol here. It's got that's my coffee spoon. That's what I always hated about the M&P 22 is I just found it very tedious to take them down. You have to work the takedown lever out, and it's not the easiest. It's kind of got its, there we go. Alright. There we are. Awesome. Yeah, that's what suppressed weapons fire does on a 22. That's pretty foul. Foul with fouling. Alright. Yeah, here's more old Fireclean. Like I say, about a year old there. There's no stickiness whatsoever to it. So anyway, let's wipe our barrel down. Get our shiny feed ramp back. A little bit of buildup there that I should hit with a nylon brush. But tend to that later. See, it's just pretty well wiping off, other than the area around the chamber, which wiped off pretty well. I think we need a Q-tip after all that. I'll get one here in a minute. Yeah, it kept it running for, I don't know how many 100 rounds I have through it. Probably about, I don't know, I shot 150 this morning. I'd say probably, give or take 500 or so through it, suppressed. Which, not bad for how slick that slide was still cycling. You can see where that fouling just wipes right out. At least the fouling I can get at. Get that Q-tip we talked about. I'll be right back with it. Alright. Let's see how that's. Coming right off. Suppressed 22 is about the only thing dirtier than a suppressed short-barreled M4. Suppressed 22s get filthy. I mean, this thing is dirty. It still ran smooth, still cycled great. Other than getting in these little corners and crevices, it's cleaning up very easily. This is why I like Fireclean. It works very well for dealing with carbon. I don't know what they use in there. There we go. Yeah. No matter what kind of lube you have, when you start running a suppressed 22, it's going to be dirty. There's nothing magical except a politician's promise right there. So you have to just deal with that reality. But it's not so much scrubbing as it is just trying to get that Q-tip to touch the areas I need cleaned. The carbon's coming right off when I do that. See there, we're making serious headway on the cleanliness. Yeah, I really don't think I know there's been a lot of talk about Fireclean being vegetable oil, and I believe it to be bio-based, which some people may interpret as vegetable oil and all that, but I think the talk about it being vegetable oil was in the sense of it being the same thing as what you'd buy at Walmart or Costco or whatever. I don't believe that you will find a cooking oil which is going to perform like this, especially wipe up so easily. I mean, you can see there's no... That was black when we started. There's no gummy mess in here. Yeah, there's a ton of carbon that's been suspended by the Fireclean, but there's no sticky gummy mess. There's none of that going on. Otherwise, this stuff wouldn't be so easy to wipe clean. It would be like spreading honey, and there's just absolutely none of that going on. So I don't think, you know, all this talk of radical polymerization and all of that, which it's just a scientific way of saying the oil will break down and gum up. I haven't seen any evidence of that, not on this pistol. I don't think that all this is dry paper towel and dry Q-tips. I'm not using any kind of solvent or reapplying Fireclean yet. It's just wiping off with whatever liquid product is still on the pistol. sure I could make more headway if I were to wet this rag down with Fireclean and then go to rubbing on this deal, but I didn't want it to look like I was using Fireclean to dilute any kind of sludge, because there's not any sludge, and that's kind of what I wanted to show. That's pretty foul. I'll probably take a nylon brush to that, add a little Fireclean, and nylon brush that out. But anyway, that's kind of what I wanted to show. Just that there's no sludge, there's no tarriness or anything like that. Show how easily it cleaned up. A little more light there so you can actually see. Like I say, that's just a quick wipe down looking through my camera. Not the best combo in the world for a spotless cleaning, but like I say, this is kind of about proof of concept, really. So anyway, there you have it. That's how it looks to clean a firearm that sat fouled for about a year that's been treated with Fireclean, and then shot about 150 times today. So there you have it. I have no evidence of gumming or polymerization or anything else, and that's on a suppressed 22. I don't think you'll find many platforms that a carbon load worse than a suppressed 22. There you go.